Kim Jong-un's luxury cars have always captivated the imagination of individuals across the globe.
We discovered this footage online that's been circulating in certain circles, and what we saw completely blew our minds. A follower shared this video with us from social media, and we had to investigate further because it reveals something absolutely incredible about one of the world's most secretive leaders. Hidden beneath the veil of one of the world's most secretive nations lies a collection that would make even the wealthiest car enthusiasts envious beyond belief. Kim Jong-un, the supreme leader of North Korea, has assembled what experts believe to be one of the most exclusive and expensive automotive collections on Earth. A fleet worth tens of millions of dollars that exists in complete contradiction to his country's economic reality. But how does a leader of an isolated, economically struggling nation acquire vehicles that most billionaires could only dream of owning? What does this extraordinary collection reveal about power, privilege, and the stark inequalities that define life in the Democratic People's Republic of Korea? The vehicles we're about to explore represent more than just expensive toys. They're symbols of absolute power, operating in a world where the average citizen earns less in a lifetime than Kim spends on a single luxury automobile. The documented evidence of Kim Jong-un's automotive obsessions comes from various sources, including diplomatic visits, satellite imagery, defector testimonies, and rare glimpses captured during official state functions. Intelligence agencies and automotive experts have spent years piecing together information about his collection through careful analysis of public appearances, security footage from international summits, and reports from individuals who have had access to North Korean elite circles. The challenge of verifying specific vehicles in Kim's possession stems from North Korea's extreme secrecy, but multiple independent sources have confirmed the presence of several extraordinary automobiles that defy international sanctions and economic logic. Among the most spectacular confirmed vehicles in Kim Jong-un's collection are multiple Rolls-Royce models that represent the pinnacle of luxury automotive engineering. Intelligence reports and photographic evidence have documented at least 3 different Rolls-Royce vehicles, including a phantom limousine that serves as his primary state vehicle for important occasions. The Phantom, with its custom armoring and security modifications, likely cost well over $1 million after specialized defensive upgrades were completed by unknown third-party contractors. The presence of Rolls-Royce vehicles in North Korea is particularly significant because of the comprehensive international sanctions that prohibit the export of luxury goods to the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. The acquisition of these vehicles required elaborate smuggling networks in intermediary countries willing to violate international law to facilitate the purchases. Automotive experts estimate that the total value of confirmed Rolls-Royce vehicles in Kim's collection exceeds $3 million, representing just a fraction of his overall automotive holdings. European intelligence sources have also documented the presence of multiple Mercedes-Benz S-Class vehicles, including heavily armored versions designed for heads of state and high-security applications. These vehicles feature ballistic protection, run-flat tires, reinforced chassis components, and advanced communication systems that allow secure contact with government facilities. The cost of a single armored S-Class can exceed $500,000, and Kim is believed to possess at least 5 such vehicles for security and operational purposes. The Mercedes-Benz collection extends beyond security vehicles to include luxury models designed for personal enjoyment rather than state functions. Satellite imagery and intelligence reports have identified what appears to be a Mercedes Maybach S-Class, representing the ultimate in German luxury automotive engineering. This vehicle, with its extended wheelbase, premium interior appointments, and advanced technology systems, costs approximately $200,000 in standard configuration before any custom modifications or import costs are considered. Perhaps the most surprising element of Kim Jong-un's collection is the confirmed presence of multiple Ferrari models, including what automotive experts believe to be a Ferrari F12 Berlinetta. The acquisition of Italian supercars presents even greater logistical challenges than luxury sedans, as these vehicles require specialized maintenance, premium fuel, and climate-controlled storage facilities that are difficult to maintain in North Korea's isolated environment. The Ferrari F12 Berlinetta, with its naturally aspirated V12 engine producing over 730 horsepower, represents one of the most extreme performance vehicles ever manufactured by the Italian automaker. The vehicle's $300,000 plus price tag and complex maintenance requirements make it an impractical choice for most world leaders. But Kim's apparent passion for automotive excellence seems to override practical considerations about cost and logistics. Intelligence analysts have also documented evidence suggesting the presence of Lamborghini vehicles within Kim's collection, though specific models remain difficult to confirm due to the secretive nature of their acquisition and storage. The presence of Italian supercars in North Korea requires not only massive financial resources, but also sophisticated smuggling operations capable of circumventing multiple layers of international sanctions and export controls. The logistics of maintaining such an exotic collection in North Korea present extraordinary challenges that reveal the extent of resources Kim is willing to dedicate to his automotive passion. Specialized mechanics trained on European luxury vehicles are virtually non-existent in North Korea, requiring either the importation of foreign technicians or the establishment of clandestine maintenance facilities staffed by experts willing to work in complete secrecy. The fuel requirements for Kim's collection present another significant logistical challenge, as high-performance vehicles require premium gasoline that meets specific octane ratings and chemical compositions. North Korea's domestic fuel production capabilities are limited, and the country faces ongoing restrictions on petroleum imports that make obtaining suitable fuel for exotic vehicles a complex and expensive proposition. Storage and security for such valuable vehicles require climate-controlled facilities with advanced fire suppression systems, humidity controls, and comprehensive security measures. Intelligence reports suggest that Kim has invested millions in underground garage facilities designed specifically to house and protect his automotive collection from both environmental threats and potential security risks. The contradiction between Kim Jong-un's automotive extravagance and North Korea's economic reality creates a stark illustration of inequality that exists within the world's most isolated nation. While the supreme leader accumulates vehicles worth more than most North Koreans will earn in multiple lifetimes, his citizens face food shortages, limited access to modern technology, and severe restrictions on travel and personal freedom. Economic analysts estimate that the total value of Kim's confirmed automotive collection exceeds $10 million, representing resources that could alternatively fund significant improvements to North Korea's infrastructure, healthcare system, or educational facilities. The opportunity cost of such luxury spending becomes even more significant when considered alongside North Korea's ongoing struggles with international sanctions and economic development challenges. The psychological aspects of Kim Jong-un's automotive obsession reveal insights into his personality and approach to leadership that extend beyond simple material indulgence. Automotive experts note that his collection demonstrates a preference for brands and models that represent ultimate luxury, cutting-edge technology, and exclusive access, characteristics that align with his position as absolute ruler of a closed society. The selection of vehicles also suggests a sophisticated understanding of international luxury markets and automotive engineering, indicating that Kim or his advisors have extensive knowledge of global automotive trends and technological developments, despite North Korea's isolation from international commerce and culture. Questions arise about how Kim's automotive interests might influence North Korea's domestic policies and international relationships, particularly regarding negotiations with countries that manufacture the luxury vehicles in his collection. The potential for automotive diplomacy, or the use of luxury goods as bargaining chips in international negotiations, represents an unexplored aspect of North Korean foreign policy. The international legal implications of Kim Jong-un's automotive collection extend beyond simple sanctions violations to include potential money laundering, customs fraud, and conspiracy charges for individuals and organizations involved in facilitating the acquisitions. Law enforcement agencies in multiple countries have investigated networks responsible for circumventing sanctions to provide luxury goods to North Korean leadership. The complexity of these smuggling operations often involves multiple countries, shell companies, and intermediary buyers who obscure the final destination of luxury vehicles until they arrive in North Korea. The financial systems used to fund these purchases often involve cryptocurrency, offshore banking, and other methods designed to avoid detection by international monitoring systems. Diplomatic implications of Kim's automotive collection include the potential embarrassment for countries whose luxury brands end up in North Korean hands despite comprehensive sanctions regimes designed to prevent such transfers. The presence of German, British, and Italian vehicles in Kim's collection raises questions about the effectiveness of export controls and the willingness of private companies to investigate their customers' ultimate intentions. The technological aspects of Kim Jong-un's collection provide insights into North Korea's capabilities for maintaining and operating advanced automotive systems despite the country's technological isolation. The presence of vehicles with sophisticated electronic systems, advanced materials, and complex mechanical components suggests that North Korea has developed or acquired technical expertise that extends beyond traditional expectations for the isolated nation. Reverse engineering opportunities presented by access to cutting-edge automotive technology could potentially benefit North Korea's domestic automotive industry or military vehicle development programs. The knowledge gained from maintaining and operating luxury vehicles might contribute to improvements in North Korean manufacturing capabilities or technological understanding. The environmental impact of maintaining such an exotic collection in North Korea presents unique challenges given the country's limited environmental monitoring and pollution control infrastructure. High-performance vehicles typically produce significant emissions and require disposal methods for used fluids, worn components, and other automotive waste that may exceed North Korea's environmental management capabilities. The symbolic significance of Kim Jong-un's automotive collection extends beyond personal indulgence to represent broader themes of power, privilege, and the relationship between leadership and citizens in authoritarian societies. The vehicles serve as visible demonstrations of Kim's ability to acquire anything he desires regardless of international restrictions or domestic economic conditions. Cultural implications of the collection include the potential influence on North Korean perceptions of luxury, success, and international status symbols. The presence of world-class automotive engineering in North Korea may shape domestic attitudes about technology, quality, and the achievements possible through international commerce and technological development. Looking toward the future, questions remain about the long-term sustainability of Kim Jong-un's automotive collecting habits given evolving international sanctions, changing geopolitical relationships, and North Korea's ongoing economic challenges. The continued acquisition and maintenance of luxury vehicles will likely require increasingly sophisticated methods for circumventing international restrictions. The potential for diplomatic negotiations to address luxury goods smuggling represents an unexplored avenue for international engagement with North Korea. The use of automotive sanctions as leverage in broader negotiations about nuclear weapons, human rights, or regional security could provide new approaches to diplomatic pressure and incentive structures. Technological developments in electric vehicles, autonomous driving systems, and connected car technologies present new challenges and opportunities for Kim's collection as the global automotive industry evolves toward more advanced and environmentally conscious solutions. The adaptation of North Korea's automotive infrastructure to support next-generation vehicle technologies will require significant investments and technical expertise. The broader implications for understanding authoritarian leadership and resource allocation in closed societies extend beyond North Korea to include insights applicable to other nations where leadership priorities may not align with public needs or international expectations. The study of luxury consumption patterns among authoritarian leaders provides valuable data for political scientists, economists, and policy analysts seeking to understand power dynamics and decision-making processes in non-democratic societies. If you're as fascinated by this hidden world of automotive excess as we are, go ahead and like this video. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What surprised you most about Kim Jong-un's car collection? Do you think luxury vehicle sanctions are effective tools for international diplomacy? We want to hear your perspective on how authoritarian leaders balance personal indulgence with public responsibility. Then, hit subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss our coverage of the secret lives and hidden obsessions of world leaders. Thanks for watching.